Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. There is a beautiful message in the chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita, which is worth recapping. Chapter 12 is called Bhakti Yoga. It is the smallest chapter in Bhagavad Gita, only 20 shlokas. But each shloka is so important. The quintessential message of Bhagavad Gita is to render bhakti to God. That's what Sri Krishna says in 18th chapter. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami ma sucha. Arjun, you surrender your mind and intellect to the Lord and you abandon all other dharma and karma. There is no need. Sarva dharman parityajya. Don't fear. This is the root. This is the most confidential knowledge Sri Krishna has imparted at the end of Bhagavad Gita. That means this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. That we need to surrender our mind and intellect to God. There are so many aspects of the knowledge we don't understand. So we go to the shelter of the Lord and in the mood of surrender, we render bhakti. There are 6 conditions of surrender. Anukulasya sankalpah pratikulasya varjanam rakshasi iti te vishvaso gop tripte varnam tatha atmanikshepa karpanya shadvidha sharanagati. Desire in accordance with God's desire, number 1. Number 2, do not desire what is not in accordance with God's desire. Number 3, God is always protecting us, He is looking after us. We should be aware about that. Number 4, we don't possess any property, everything belongs to God. Number 5, we should see the grace of God in every act of His. And we should fulfill these 5 conditions. Don't have the possessorship, see the grace of God in everything that is happening to us. Always feel God is protecting us. He is with us. Let us desire in accordance with His desire. Let us not desire what is not in accordance with His desire. If we fulfill all these 5 conditions, and then we shouldn't have the pride that we have fulfilled the conditions and we are surrendered. That means we are fulfilling all the 6 conditions. This is the meaning of surrender. So coming back to chapter 12, which begins with Arjun asking the question, Evam satata yuktayam bhaktastam paryupasate te chapya aksharam vyaktam tesham ke yoga vittama. Shri Krishna, please tell me which is superior, Sakar Bhakti or Nirakar Bhakti, devotion to God in form or devotion to God in formless. So Shri Krishna resolves that. He says, Maya Veshya Manoye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Paryopetas Teme Yukta Tamamataha. Devotion to God in form is far superior. Both are glorious, both are God. God has the form and God is formless, both. But devotion is far superior because you have a body, you yourself have a form. How do you want to worship God without form? That is what he emphasizes in Shloka 5. Kleshodhikataraste sam abhyakta sakta chetasam abhyakta hi gatir dukkam dehavadbhir vapyate. Then, in this series, we wanted to touch upon that beautiful sequence which Lord has described. Tesa aham samuddarta mrityu sansara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya veshita chetasam. How through devotion we can cross over the miseries of this world. And then he begins the 4 sequential processes. Mayyeva man adhatasva may buddhim niveshaya nivasiyasi mayyeva at urdhvam na sanshaya. There is no doubt you will come to me if you have your mind fixed to me, your intellect fixed to me. But then he is giving an alternative, that if your mind is not yet fixed, your intellect is not yet surrendered, you have to do practice. Ath chittam samadhatum na shaknosi mai sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ikchaptum dhananjaya. If you cannot have your mind fixed, do the practice of fixing your mind. But then, that is also so difficult for so many of us. So he is giving another alternative. Abhyasepi samarthosi matkarma parmo bhava madarthamapi karmani kurvan siddhim vapasyasi. You cannot practice, then you do work for me. You work for me. Means you are going to your office, you are earning salary, but now you think you are earning salary for the pleasure of Shri Krishna. That is your thought process. You are not earning money for your own satisfaction, you are earning money for the one who is the supreme. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. So your work has become bhakti. So let us recall, first he says that have your mind fixed, your intellect fixed, but if you can't do that, practice fixing your mind. You cannot practice fixing your mind, you work for me. And then he gives the fourth alternative. Athaitad apya shaktosi kartum madyogamashitah tat karma sarva karma phala tyagam tatah kuru yatatmavan. Now he says, if you are not able to do the work for me also, then you should offer the results of your work to me. Because offering the results of the work means you are having the faith in worship of the Lord. While transacting the work, you have been in the thoughts of God. So offering the fruits of the work is so potent. That is what he says in the next sloka. Shreyo hi jnanam abhyasaj jnana dhyanam vishishyate dhyanat karma phala tyaga tyaga chantir anantaram. So let us understand the sequence one more last time. That first we have to have our mind fixed, intellect fixed to God. Jivere Swarupa hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. We are the soul and we need to surrender to God. Having learned that, let us have our mind fixed, intellect fixed. But if we are not able to do that, let us practice doing that. And if you cannot even practice, then let us work for the Lord. And if you can't even work, then offer the results of our work. Such a beautiful sequence in this amazing chapter called 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga. Such amazing shlokas. First, Sri Krishna is talking about Sakar, Nirakar, then he is giving the sequence, and then the qualities of the devotees, which we will take up in the next clip. But just to recall what beautiful qualities Sri Krishna is talking about. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirhankara sam dukkha sukha chami santusto satatam yogi yatatma drida nischaya mai arpit mano buddhir yomad bhakta same priya. What a set of qualities. My devotees, these are the qualities. They are equipoised in happiness, distress. They are ever forgiving. They are ever contented. They are determined in their efforts. And similar slokas we will come across. Yas mano dvijate loko, lokano dvijate chayah. Harsha marsh bhayo dvaigar, yo mad bhakta same priya. Anapeksha suchir daksha udasino gatavyato. Sarvarambha parityagi, yo mad bhakta same priya. Ye na hrishyati na dveshti na shoshti na kankshati. Subha shubha parityagi. Bhakti manya same priya. Sama shatrau cha mitre cha tatha man apamaneyo. So Krishna santusto yena kenachit sama sanga vivarjitah. But let's take the set of slokas about the qualities in the next clip. In today's clip, we just went into the knowledge about Sakar Bhakti, Nirakar Bhakti. Shri Krishna is telling Sakar Bhakti is superior. You are the embodied soul. You should do Bhakti of the Sakar, but Nirakar Bhakti is equally glorious. And then he is talking about the sequence. First, having the mind fixed. If not, do the practice of fixing the mind. If not, do the work for the Lord. And if not, offer the results of the work. Thank you so much.